Listeners, it's Megan and Garrett ready to relate and disappoint, and you are listening to Nucking Futs. Garrett, tell them what station we're on.
Dude, we're on XLR, Atlanta University Radio.
That's so cool.
So swell.
I realized last week we didn't do that, and I felt bad.
I did.
What?
You didn't ask me, but you said the full tagline. You said this is Nucking Futs on XLR, Atlanta University Radio.
Oh, hey, look at that.
You're just so skilled.
Happy accidents.
Yeah, just happy accidents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of accidents in this world. Speaking of which, it is
honestly,
national holiday.
I'm really glad you didn't look over there and be like, those are accidents.
There's surprises, but we'll get to those later.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it is a very, very, very special day today.
Yeah, it's shower with a friend. Oh,
Nutella Day.
And also shower with a friend day.
It is.
Just grab a friend, lather them up, and then, shower with them.
Shower. Like your dog. I love giving my dog baths.
Your dog probably doesn't like it, though.
He sits still, and that's all that matters.
Is it? I mean,
yeah.
My dog doesn't, so.
Oh. Yeah, my dog is an angel when he takes a bath. He hates them.
Okay. Well,
but
I guess
just
that's
kidding.
He's not an angel?
No, he so is. But I'm just kidding about World Nutella Day. And while it is, it's not what's very important to us.
Okay. And what's that?
This is one of my favorite holidays of the year, and it is the day Garrett was born.
You should know you were there.
I was there. Didn't I deliver him? I did. You guys didn't get to see that, but there was a nod of confirmation.
From my mother.
Yes, who is here, finally. But we'll have her say hi later. Pew, pew, pew. Oh my gosh, are you live streaming? This is a horrible angle from me, so I'm just going to turn around like this. You guys don't get to see it, but, whatever.
I mean, they will get to see it. She's
okay,
live.
that's a great angle. Right there. Right at the pretty. No, I'm sorry. So you guys don't get to see or hear any of that, so I apologize.
Or breathe any of it, just smell it in. I feel like I'm under pressure to be fun now that your boyfriend's here.
No.
Roast all of us on comedy.
No, we have a lot of fun here. But anyway, yeah, so it is Garrett's birthday.
Hooray.
And that is one of the best days of the entire year.
It's okay.
He's not a big fan of it, but I love it.
So does somebody else, but we'll get into that later.
Pew, pew, pew.
Okay, you don't have to do sound. You stop.
I love sound effects. Just like I love you, Garrett.
I have a girlfriend.
I know. I love you platonically.
Your boyfriend's here. I'm not making a move on her, I swear.
But yeah, so because this is our show and we love to talk about ourselves, we're going to do that. So our weeks.
Yeah, tell me about your week.
It was pretty solid.
Yeah?
Yeah, I started a job. I didn't have to do much right now because it was kind of just talking about the job.
Right. It's usually how it goes.
Yeah. My boyfriend lost his job.
Yeah.
So
sure, we'll hear more about that later.
We'll hear more about that later, definitely. And my best friend turned 21.
Oh, your Avery turned 21?
No. She's younger than me.
Oh, okay.
This best friend is younger than me, too, in spirit. But,
in
whatever.
Spirit, for sure.
Spirit. He's like my little brother.
Drew better watch out. Inside jokes.
Anyway.
No, yeah, but that sounds like a good week.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So, Garrett, what is your week been like?
Oh, my week?
What is and tried to brush it off like nothing happened.
Nothing, really. Just been hanging out with my girlfriend.
Getting older progressively. Yeah. Your boyfriend
keeps trying to, slide into my DMs about playing Minecraft.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's got, free candy with that as well, or he's just he's like, hey, you want to download some RAM? I'm just like... That got a laugh out of him. That's all I care about. I can leave now. Thank you. No, but it's otherwise it's been pretty good. I guess.
That's
Can't complain.
Garrett, what are the birthday moves? Because you're
birthday moves? I don't know.
You're
I woke
up.
2-1 I am the big 2-1. That's the next rap album I'm gonna drop is called the Big 2-1. It's gonna be trash. I thought about when I woke up this morning, I was like, class isn't until 8. I woke up at 7. I was like, I could totally just go to Walmart, just buy some alcohol, and then be a pirate before because I drank before noon.
We don't even have class at 8.
You're right. We didn't. Maybe did I already drink some? I don't. Who knows? No, I did not. But
Atlanta University is a dry campus. If we catch you drinking, LUPD is going to pull up on the scene.
You wouldn't steal a baby, okay, guys? You wouldn't steal a baby. You wouldn't steal a handbag. Don't steal your liver's health.
Exactly. Have some compassion
for your liver. My grandmother. Here's like a little story. My grandmother texted me, telling me, she's like, "Oh, happy 21." I don't know if my mom knows about this, but she texted me and she was like, "Oh yeah, happy 21st birthday," and I was like, "Oh, thanks." But Megan, you don't know this, but my grandmother, she likes drinking bourbon mixed with. Oh, you do?
We drank at your birth.
Stop! You weren't there. But she drinks bourbon, but she like dilutes it with water, so she calls it her grand water. So when she was like, "Happy 21st birthday," I was like, "Thanks." Now I can finally get some of that elusive grand water you've always been talking about.
Exactly. Who do you think gave it that name?
All right, you're done. I'm kicking you off. I'm gonna sub Tyler in.
I thought you were gonna silence me. That was
what?
Ineffective.
You're ineffective. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my week.
Yeah, you got plans this weekend?
Yeah, you should know, we're gonna go to another country, Megan.
Boom!
Rajakistan. You guys haven't heard of it? It's like in between Afghanistan and Is Turkestan a real country? No.
It is.
It's Turkestan, the fake country. They're like put together. I was a history major.
That's why he changed.
Anyway, so but other than that, Megan,
it's an escape room.
It's an escape room where we're escaping Rajakistan. We're not actually escaping Rajakistan. We're entering Rajakistan.
Yes.
To capture what was it, like an evil scientist or something?
Something like that.
Something
like that.
Something to that effect.
Yeah. And now, a special message.
Let's
from
not.
A special
I don't want to read this now that my parents are here.
You're gonna read it. Anyway, a special message from a special guy in special Garrett's life.
No, stop. Okay, stop. Don't. So
15-year-old Garrett.
Okay, so back in 2015, I don't know if obviously the website still has to exist because I got an email from it today, but there is a website called futureme.org where you can email yourself a note in the future. And I got bored one day because you know how it be. This is before pre-Minecraft days. You know what I'm talking about? I didn't have Tyler to introduce me to the world of PS4. So, I was kind of bland with my choices. I only had my sister's Xbox 360. So I wrote a letter to myself, and I totally forgot about this until I got an email today from me.
Yeah.
And I opened it, and I was like, this is the cringiest thing I've ever read.
And that's why we want to hear about your growth.
So the letter that I wrote to myself reads as the following. It says,
do it in a 15-year-old Garrett.
I had the same voice, okay?
No, you didn't.
I really did.
It was higher.
It wasn't like gingerbread train Garrett, but it wasn't like...
I would love to hear it in that voice.
We're not.
But, it's okay.
I'm just going to read it as me. And if you have a problem with it, it's my birthday. So I can do what I want.
Can you crack your voice a little?
Can I crack my... my voice will do as it pleases, but... So the letter says, "This is Garrett from 2015. How you doing? I'm sending this letter to you to tell you happy birthday. You're now 21, drunk AF if you want, or if you don't want. I don't know your life. You probably don't know your life either. But I hope you're doing good for yourself. Because, look at you. You a sexy mofo." But I said the full word, but obviously I can't say that on the air. But hopefully, by the time you get this email, you'll be doing something other than writing emails to yourself, because who does that? And you should definitely not... It says you should definitely not have this much alone time. And then it says, thank you, 2015 Garrett.
Aww.
So, there you go. And that was the letter.
That's so sweet.
All right.
Little baby Garrett.
Little baby me.
Little baby Garrett. We love little surprises from ourselves.
Especially little surprises from... Hello?
Someone was yelling out.
Oh, okay. I was like, hello. Especially little surprises from little people, but we'll get into that in an upcoming segment, I think. Yeah.
As far as other surprises, stay tuned for a surprise guest star in our next surprise.
I wonder who it's going to be. It's probably not your boyfriend that I keep throwing out there.
And then... at the end of the hour, a surprise cameo.
Oh, a surprise cameo. I wonder who cameos and what kind of surprise it is.
Yeah. You guys can't see it because
I'm just wondering if I stare at you long enough. At what point do you start laughing uncomfortably to where like you do that thing where you just like he knows what I'm talking about.
I don't do that.
He knows exactly what I'm talking about. All right, we're going to move on into some music real quick. We'll come back. Maybe not. Just kidding. We'll come back because I have nothing else to do today except for I have to sneeze at 4 o'clock, but that's probably about it.
All right.
Without further ado... Hey, losers, we are back, and if you are just now tuning in, you're listening to Nucking Futs on XLR Lander University Radio.
Yes, you are. And this segment, we have a special guest.
Special guest, introduce yourself.
Hello. I'm Tyler. I'm Megan's boyfriend.
And sometimes on the side, you're my boyfriend.
I mean, whatever I'm feeling.
So Tyler just...
I mean, it is shower with a friend
Only
day.
like Tuesdays and some Fridays.
But it's shower with a friend day. Come on now.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Look me up.
Along with Tyler. Tyler's going to be talking, but we also have Garrett's parents in the station with us. Say hello from your respected places.
Hello!
Yay! Awesome.
It's a bonanza of people.
Yeah, so I like to call today Garrett Day.
Garrett Day. You know what? I'm sure when my mom gave birth to me, that's what she thought too.
She said, "Oh, it's Garrett Day."
Oh, God. This is the day. You know, I was inconvenienced. She was at work from what I read this morning. And I was just it's time.
I loved reading that. Made me so happy.
I was like, I mean, it was really sentimental. I was just like, a little mushy.
I loved it, and I loved the train mentions.
The train, choo-choo.
Choo-choo.
Listen,
you gotta
hype
be
train.
true to your heart.
All right, you can go ahead and leave now.
I'm sorry.
Tyler, how would you like a position on the show?
I already tried to take it.
All right. She was like, it's your birthday. You can do whatever you want. Apparently not when I try to kick her off her own show.
No. Anyway. So, because
what?
it is Garrett Day,
Uh-huh.
I have Garrett birthday segments.
You do?
Yes. And so today, Tyler, I'm going to be asking your help with this.
She has questions to ask you.
Answering
You're not in trouble.
You're not in trouble. You're not
We
grounded.
know you. Listen, just because you drink and drive. No, I'm just kidding.
We're just here to have a conversation.
Can you say conversation again?
Conversation.
This is my intervention.
Anyway,
I've been jobless for one day, so now.
You're just answering questions.
Can you see me?
I was like, oh my goodness. Okay.
Just answer questions.
You're just answering questions about Garrett.
Okay.
Okay.
How much do you know about me, Tyler?
I'm not going to end up
Probably
asking
more
you
than
this.
I should.
No, probably.
Yeah, I wish I had a thing of that, but I didn't have time to write Garrett trivia. So,
I mean, you had enough time to write these questions.
yeah, I know, but these were easy.
Okay.
Anyway, so, how did you meet Garrett? Tell us a story.
Laser tag. I clapped them.
Is that all you
Please
got?
elaborate what that means.
It was a 2v3, and I had more points than everybody in the game combined.
Uh-huh.
I had to prove
did.
I was alpha.
That's okay. But do you also remember what happened that day? You told me that.
Fill in the blanks, Garrett.
Okay, so I met Tyler for the first time,
Yeah.
and from what he told me afterward is that he hated me because what happened was
It's okay, I hated Tyler.
well, I mean, I didn't ask you, but we played laser tag, and then as soon as the game was over, he was fine. He was just like, "Hey, what's up? How's it going?"
Nice to meet you, I'm Tyler.
And come to find out, he was like, "Yeah, you were just surrounded by all these girls. I was just trying to be the alpha male, so you know." And I was like, "Oh, I
you were
wasn't."
that guy.
He was. I mean,
That's
you
why I didn't
remember
like
him.
you. Yeah.
Listen,
I hated Tyler
It's
in
okay.
high school.
I mean, it'd be like that.
it'd
It'd
be like that. You know, Tyler killed people in high school,
Yeah.
especially like an old man. I don't know if Megan, I don't know if Tyler told you, but we used to have a habit of yelling.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I remember
So
this
for those of
story.
you that are listening, me and Tyler used to have a habit of yelling compliments at random strangers as we drove by. Like, we'd roll down our window and we'd yell at them. But instead of being mean, we'd be like, "I like your shirt," or "You smell good," or something like that.
Yeah.
But there was one day, and I can't remember what you said, Tyler, but this old man was jogging and you yelled at him, and he just went, "Ah!" And he, like, grabbed his chest.
Oh, that's not the story I thought we were talking about.
That is true.
Yes, that
So I think we may have we never saw that man again.
he stopped
did
jogging
not.
after that.
Nah, I think he
invested
stopped
in
a
a
lot of
treadmill.
other things after that.
No,
too.
he just invested in a treadmill. That's what happened, okay?
I don't think
We're thinking
so.
the best.
Okay.
We're thinking the best for people.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so what is your fondest memory of Garrett?
Have to be graduation together.
I was just looking
Devin.
at a
No,
picture of you
that
guys.
is a lie.
Uh-huh.
Wait,
Oh.
I can't tell that story. Never mind.
Wait, what story?
I'm sorry.
Miss Nasui.
No, you can't tell that story.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, which are you talking about? The beer distillery or the monster can?
The monster can.
I mean, you can, just don't use profanity.
Garrett, tell it.
That's the entire. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so
Garrett is a seasoned
veteran of
seasoned,
not swearing on the radio.
cleanliness.
So what happened was in the story is me and Tyler had senior class together for English, and it was this for me like the first week of school.
It was the first day.
First day of school, and Tyler and me roll up in this class, and as soon as she gets done going over like the syllabus, we actually start doing work. She comes by and he has a can of Monster, the energy drink, and he asks her, he's like, "Oh, can I have can I drink this? And she's like, well, normally I don't allow that, but because I think you'll be okay, sure, just have a sip if you like. You can drink it. And he goes, okay, bet. So he starts drinking it. He gets through like maybe like half the bottle or a can, and then he knocks it over on the floor, spilling it everywhere. But she hadn't noticed yet, and I was the only one in the class that did. And so obviously he can't get up to ask for paper towels. So what happened is he starts pulling out notebook paper. He's wiping it up with the notebook paper, and nobody noticed this except for me. And so when he finally gets up, he thought he got away with it. He finally gets up, grabs all the notebook paper, goes over to the trash can, but because the floor was just recently wet, his shoes are squeaking. So in the middle of her teaching, as loud as possible, I look at him and I go, hey, Tyler, why are your shoes squeaky? And obviously I can't say the word, but he turns around and he forgets where he is. He's like, F you, Garrett. And she's just like, Tyler. But it was a really, it was a great, that was really good. It was a good moment.
A good memory.
It was great. Graduation is definitely like second. Yeah. For me, I would say me and you, our fondest memory is senior day. Escaping senior day.
That's a pretty good moment, too.
Why are you crawling under the fence? Y'all gotta go. The principal coming.
Blake, this one's dedicated to you. I know it's a Garrett day, but it's...
I also like coming out of Burger King. What is that coming towards us? I don't know. Oh God!
That was the day we picked you up.
Yeah. Okay, so it was because I was talking to Garrett about that, and I was like,
we came out of Burger King, and there was just like a thing in the sky. And I'm like, what is that? And then just hail. Just immediately, like God was trying to smite me for skipping senior day.
It was funny.
Yeah.
Those are probably if I had to rank them, it'd probably be Nisui graduation and then senior day.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So, pull out your phone. What is the last text that you sent / received from Garrett?
Probably something stupid.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
You want text or Snapchat?
What do you guys use more?
Probably Snapchat.
Snap. Text was.
Snapchat was this morning.
How the cameo went, and he said it was good.
Yeah. Okay.
Snapchat. I don't know what this is.
Let me see what.
It's probably me asking him about Minecraft.
Yeah, he asked me to play Minecraft, and I said, I can't right now.
That's exactly what it was. He was like, I can't. I'm with my girlfriend.
And he was like, that's okay, ! That's how you know Tyler ships the girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
And me.
We love her.
She's great.
We love her so
much. We do. She's great.
All right, now this one is kind of trivia.
Okay.
Tyler, how well do you know Garrett?
I mean, I'd say pretty well.
How well do you say you would know him?
Pretty well. Why?
Really well?
It's my boy.
What are in each of his pockets?
Right now, I guess.
Lint?
Just give me...
Tyler, on any other day, you would be correct, but Megan has actually placed specific things in my pockets for this.
I want you to read his aura, and tell me what is in each pocket. There are 2 different items, one in the left and one in the right. They are 2 very different items. Don't give him any answers.
Well, I can't read him, so I'm just going to go by items you would have easy access to, so I'm going to say a penny and a pen cap.
No.
You are wrong. Now we're going to go to his mother.
Okay. I didn't expect this twist.
Exactly.
Car keys and a condom.
No. Okay, first of all, that's a little dicey. Can you say that right?
Come over here and just speak that into the...
Okay, don't say... Be more... I mean, I guess condom's okay. You could say condom.
Yeah.
It's safe. You're safe. It's okay.
Safe. Car keys and a condom.
That is her prediction. Okay. Garrett, can you please stand up and tell us what is in your pocket?
It's safe. It's safe. Okay, in my pockets, I have in my pockets, it's okay. We didn't say anything worse than that, so I think we're fine. In my pockets, I have a Wonder Woman trading card from Injustice, the arcade game, because Megan made me put that in my pocket. And then in my other pocket, I have a little whale. Because Megan's like, put these in your pocket.
Boom, 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 boom.
Megan, mess around. There you go.
Thank you, Joy, for providing today's props.
I won her both of those things.
Really?
I did, yeah.
That's so great.
Well, we played Injustice, and as Tyler once did in Mortal Kombat, when he clapped me, I clapped her in Injustice. Like, she goes, I don't know how to play, and I go, oh, don't worry, it's the arcade game, it's different, it's controller, I'm not gonna win. Literally, like, in 10 seconds, she gone. So they give you these trading cards at the arcade, and then the little whale we got from winning tickets, and so we redeemed the little whale. I got a little cow, but my cow's at her house right now.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
We love that. We stand that.
We stand that indeed. All right, moving on. So you have other stuff we want to talk about here.
Yeah, just
Before
a
we
quick
go
touch
on.
up.
Okay,
Quick touch
sure,
up,
yeah,
you know?
yeah, mm-hmm.
Since we're talking about birthdays already.
Uh-huh.
Garrett, what do you know about Stormy World?
Absolutely nothing.
Jackie, do you know about Stormy World? Okay, so as many people know, Kylie Jenner had a baby. Yes. And the baby was named Stormy.
Daniels.
So Stormy had a birthday recently.
As most kids do.
Yeah, so it was this week. I've just gotten confirmation from Jackie. And basically Kylie Jenner made an entire amusement park for this baby.
People have too much money.
She is 2. She is 2 years old. Garrett, I'm going to go ahead and show you the evidence of this
Act like I
park.
need evidence.
I need you to understand why I decided to put Stormy World on today's script.
Okay, first of all...
Keep going through.
Okay, can I talk about...
Go ahead.
One, that's just horrifying. Is this
is.
like a picture of her... Is her baby's face or something?
That's her child's
Why is she trying to go
face.
sicko mode on her baby?
That is her child's face.
Is her baby daddy Travis Scott?
Yes.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Bruh.
The
Makes sense.
Astro World.
Stormy World.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Looks nice. Looks great.
Yeah.
I just feel like it was too much. Why?
Did you get to the end yet?
No, I'm still going. Okay, now I got to the end. And it's just terrifying.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm here for it. But it's just too much. It's just crazy. Speaking of crazy,
Birthday.
Megan.
Yeah.
You know it was lit?
What?
The Super Bowl halftime show that I didn't watch.
Boom, boom, boom. Yes, it was. It really was.
The
y'all.
entire Super Bowl that I didn't watch because I was building.
Well, we're going to talk about the commercials here in a second.
Yeah, so
get ready for that.
Stay tuned later for the commercials. But
yeah, Super Bowl halftime show.
I vibed with it.
Did you vibe with it?
I really vibed with it.
I can't do her thing.
No. Oh my gosh.
But she's a queen.
It was powerful. Oh my gosh. And then Demi Lovato.
Dude, Uncle Kielgo.
Singing.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
One, she was wearing her outfit from Zootopia.
Yes.
2, Uncle Kielgo did a really good job.
Kelbo. Thank you very
Kelbo?
much.
Okay. You know how long it's been since I've watched Wizards of Waverly Place?
This is why I want David Henry to give me a cameo.
Because you could be like, you remember when your uncle was on the halftime show?
Yes.
What a queen.
Yes.
Shout out.
As far as Uncle Kelbo, if you're not cultured, we're talking about
Wizards of Waverly
Place, where Uncle Kelbo, their weird uncle, decided that he was going to make up a international superstar and
he made up
created Shakira, and he is Shakira.
Indeed.
Yes. She was also in Zootopia, and she wore the same outfit.
She wore the same outfit. I would have rather had the fat tiger from Zootopia, or leopard, I think he was.
He was a leopard.
He's a leopard. I'd rather have him singing than Shakira. Not because I don't like Shakira. I love Shakira. I'm just saying that would have been more interesting.
Yeah.
Kind of like, I don't know if you remember the movie where it was her, but then he had an app that put him in the song with her. Could they have done that for her?
Oh my gosh,
it was really her, but then they had the dancing tiger
Yes.
police officer.
Oh, that would have been so funny. I love Zootopia.
I kind of, I was going to say inside joke. They always talk about how you have a frog in your throat, but it kind of just sounded like Megan was the one that had the frog in her throat.
I'm sorry.
You sound like a dying frog, but it's okay. We still love you.
In speech class, that's called vocal fry.
Like the French fries, or
I don't know.
Okay, well, you're
sorry.
no use to me.
I'm sorry.
All right, so we're gonna move on into some bangers, and by bangers, I just mean a song that I'm gonna play for y'all right now. What
are they? 70s sea shanties?
No, I don't have any sea shanties. You really struggled getting that out.
I really did. Dude, I just woke up. I am.
Imagine saying that a lot of times.
What, sea shanties?
Yeah,
No,
it
70s.
hurt just saying it once.
Sea shanties.
Sea shanties.
No, you have to say it with the 70s.
70 sea shanties.
No.
70 she shanties. I messed up the second time. I said she.
Yeah.
But the first time, I said it right. That's all that matters.
I'm not gonna try
So,
it.
moving on, we're going to move into our next song for y'all.
Hey losers, we are back, and if you are just now tuning in, you are listening to Nucking Futs on XLR Landy University Radio.
I was going to say Nucking Futs, but yeah.
This is old. This is old funny.
I can't... Listen, it's my birthday. I can do what I want.
You want to explain it then?
Wait, Nucking Futs?
Yeah.
I would explain it in the last video. Just go on our YouTube. You know where they could watch our last videos, Megan?
There you go.
If you guys go to www.p... No, I'm just kidding. If you guys go to YouTube, you can you can go to nuckingfuts.xlr on YouTube, and you can watch our content.
If you can't remember the link, then
hit
us up on Instagram.
You know what's not on Instagram?
What?
The special message that somebody sent me today.
What?
Was it somebody asking you to play Half-Life?
No.
Because their mother's in the hospital?
No, that was a funny... Fun fact, for those of you listening, I have a YouTube channel, hashtag Papa Parmesan. But people would request, whenever I uploaded, they'd be like, oh my god, I love this video. It's the only thing keeping me going other than the feeding tube in me at the hospital. And I'm like, this is obviously fake. Like, what are you talking about?
I always thought it was Jared or Tyler.
It's no.
No, it's not.
I was like, wow, there's a dedicated fan.
I check in I'm sorry, but that's the only time I watch your YouTube channel. It's just so I can check in and see what that dude is
The guy never replied after like he's just gone now.
Oh,
I lost him. I guess he died at the hospital. I don't know. But it wasn't real, so it's fine.
Okay.
But anyway, so I'm going to play this over the air. Hopefully it'll be good. Only I say that because I played my Game Boy over the air one time, and it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty solid. Except for when it died when I cut it on, which is kind of depressing. But so I'm just going to play this. This is a shout-out from a special somebody that for my birthday. So here we go.
Hey, Garrett, Colin Mochrie from Whose Line Is It Anyway here, international comedy icon. Thank you. And your lovely mother has paid me quite a bit of money to give you this personal video message. And that message is, happy birthday. Turning 21? Well, I cannot remember 21. Remember 30 is when things started to fall apart, so enjoy the next 9 years. Let me see, your mom's told me so much about you. You're a mass comm major at Lander University. You have a radio show called Nucking Futs. You gotta be careful, because, you could say that wrong, and then you may be banned from the airwaves. You love improv. You're a big fan of mine, so obviously you're intelligent. Obviously. You're quick-witted. You have narcolepsy. Well, that's very unusual. I don't know anyone who has that, so it must be interesting if it gets you right in the middle of your show. Well, since your mother paid so much money for this, and you are the love of her life, I feel I should give a little birthday hoedown for you. It goes something like this. This hoedown's for Garrett. Have a happy birthday. I hope you stay awake and have some fun and play. I hope this little hoedown gives you quite a lift, because this is your only birthday gift. Life is tough. Anyway, continued success with your show. Enjoy improv. Have a great 2020. And who knows, maybe we'll bump into each other sometime in the future. Take care.
I thought that was the sweetest.
That was so good.
Thank you, Mom.
Life is tough.
I just love the fact that she was like, that was so quick. And then I watched it and she just goes, life is tough. And I was like, so that's why it was so quick. He was ready.
He's just preparing you to be depressed like him, walking around your coffee table in
right.
circles.
No, he was sitting, but he's
so
a great
cool.
comedian, and I love him dearly. He's definitely one of my favorites, if not my favorite.
So you can, in fact, watch that video on our Instagram.
Oh, you put it on our Instagram?
When
Are you
we
going
upload
to?
it.
Oh, okay.
We had to keep the surprise, Garrett.
Right, I'm sorry.
So only our loyal listeners got to hear it firsthand.
You mean my mother?
Yes, loyal listener.
The only loyal listener.
And, hey, remember, we're big in, Iceland? New Zealand? I don't know.
What are you talking about?
Iceland. Yeah,
Wait, we're big in Iceland?
Yeah, XLR.
Hold on, time out. Why are we big in Iceland?
XLR Lander University Radio is big in Iceland.
That's all they got out there, I guess. Stefan Carl Stephenson,
So
big
to
fan.
all of our Iceland listeners,
we
thank
love
you. We love you.
We also love these Super Bowl commercials. I mean,
We really do.
whew, they were good.
Garrett and I are not good at sports.
We are not. Well, I don't know about you. I was good at basketball, but that died when I was Don't you shake your head at me.
Awesome.
What?
I didn't shake your head. I was going to say I'm good at football.
Oh, okay. I thought you'd be like, no, you're not. And I was like, what are you talking about? You've
I'm
never seen me play
awesome
basketball.
at tennis with people who can't play tennis.
So you'd be
And
great with tennis with me because
am
I can't play
awesome
tennis.
at racquetball because it's all by myself.
All by herself.
Yes, but we do love the funnies.
We do.
And that's
The chuckles and the har-hars and hee-hees.
And the toodle-hoos.
And the wax spurts.
And the poopy wops.
All right, well, that's a little inappropriate, but we're moving on from that. So we're going to go through some of the commercials if you haven't seen them. Obviously, when you go on YouTube, I will link. We upload, by the way, these are live Wednesdays at 3, and if you miss it, Fridays at noon. Mm-hmm. Could watch it then. And I'll link all of the commercials that we're talking about and the description. Commercials. Listen, at least it's not template that I said the other week.
You said template.
I did say template, but I fixed that correction, and now I say template.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
That's called growth and becoming a man. Happy birthday.
You're welcome. I'd pour a shot, but this is a dry campus.
That's right. And if you get caught, LUPD will get you.
Exactly. You know what else will get you? 15% or more on car insurance by switching to Geico. This has nothing to do with any of our... No, of course not. But this has nothing to do with Geico. I just wanted to shout out 15% or more on car insurance. Anyway, so the first commercial we have on the list, which is kind of funny because it's kind of alphabetical, but at the same time it's not. You kind of...
This is not at all
alphabetical. No, it's
None
not.
of
But that's
this.
fine. So the first commercial is for Alexa. Everyone knows that last year's Super Bowl ad for Alexa, it was... Do you remember last year's Super Bowl ad for Alexa?
No.
It was Alexa lost her voice.
Oh, yeah.
And so they had all the celebrities be different voices, with Gordon Ramsay getting mad at the guy because he was like, how do you make a grilled cheese? He's like, the name's in the recipe. But yeah, this one was Alexa. It was the joke here in this commercial was what people did without Alexa. So my favorite moment, and Megan kind of quoted that, is there's a scene in the commercial where it shows Richard Nixon, and he's sitting at his desk, and he's like Alicia, he's like, remind me to delete the tapes, and she's like, yes, Mr. President, and then it cuts away to her in her little office, and she looks at tape, she's like, I ain't deleting, and like right before she says the word, it like cuts back to the rest of the commercial. Poop. She ain't deleting poop. But that's probably my favorite.
That,
yeah?
Earlier you said 15% or more on Geico.
Yeah.
Their slogan is actually now 75 years.
No, I know. Yeah, it's not 15% anymore. You know what it is? It's actually, fun fact. So Joy's sister, she's okay now. She got into a car accident.
Oh my
But her
gosh.
insurance didn't cover her, so they switched to Geico. But you don't know this, but one of the inside jokes I would do with Joy is every time I would be talking to her like normally, I would automatically switch into Geico mode and be like, if you're doing this, you can save 15% or more on car insurance. And so the day that she switched was the day they got rid of that slogan. And she told me about it. And I was like, we know why they got rid of it, right? And she's like, no, why? And I was like, well, because I finally got you to convert to Geico. So now I don't need you.
need it.
You don't need that anymore.
Smooth.
I'm a smooth criminal.
Yeah.
You know what else was kind of smooth but kind of weird?
What?
Was the Jason Momoa commercial.
My king. I love you, Tyler.
I don't know if he was a king in that commercial. He was kind of
Momoa.
So this commercial, which is funny, you wouldn't expect it. I just realized we didn't put a commercial in here, but I'll throw it in after this one.
I realized you skipped it, and I was like, oh, well, they don't know.
No, I didn't skip anything. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
you did.
No, I didn't.
Loretta.
Oh, I did skip Loretta because you put it with the
know.
subject. You should have put it. I'll go back to
messed up.
Loretta.
Yeah.
But we gotta do that one, but also the Groundhog Day commercial.
Oh my
You
gosh,
forgot
yeah.
to-
Why did I not do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll
You
do
tell
that
me.
last.
All right. No, we gotta do the special one, the dolphin one last.
Okay.
But anyway, so Jason Momoa, this is an ad for Morgetge on a house.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking about how comfortable he's in his house, and he starts like, you think he'd start taking off his shirt? He does. He starts taking off like these fake arms, and he's like, he takes off like he's like this fake bicep. He's like, it's really skinny. He sits down. And he's like, oh, that's comfortable. And he's like, oh, wait a second. He like rips off this wig, and he's bald. So it's a bald, skinny Jason Momoa. And it's really creepy.
It's very uncomfortable to watch, but Jason Momoa, if you're out there and listening, I love you for who you are on the inside.
Oh, there's another commercial we forgot too, but anyway. But he's great.
Yeah.
Loretta,
this one was sad.
This one was sad.
We always like
It
the
made
hoots
Joy
and hollers.
cry. It made Megan almost cry, but she did the thing from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs where she was like, "Get back in there, tear," and then
Yeah,
the
I
tear
don't cry in
like,
public.
"That's not
That's
true.
lame.
You've cried in front of me before."
That was an accident. You weren't supposed to be there. It wasn't public.
The sleeper agent didn't take me out, but it's fine. So Loretta is basically it's a commercial that shows this gentleman. He's using Google. He's got dementia. He keeps forgetting things, but every time he wants to remember his wife who's passed away, he tells Google to remember certain aspects. And every time he forgets her, he's like, "Tell me about my wife." The Google has remembered everything that he's ever said about her, so that he can remember. And it's really sad and touching.
She liked tulips.
She did. She used to say tickled pink.
She used
a
to say
lot.
Tickle pink.
The ones I gotta throw in because we didn't put on here. Bud Light did a commercial with Post Malone.
Yes, they did, and I loved it so much. Sorry.
So
There's
Bud
one
Light
person I
announced
love
a new
more.
seltzer, which now I'm 21, no, I'm just kidding. But anyway, so it's kind of like making fun of Inside Out, where they were like controlling Post's brain, and he destroyed an entire inside of a grocery store. But he ended up getting both of them, like the regular Bud and then the seltzer. So it's pretty good. That was a pretty good ad.
Chips or something.
I don't know if my mom saw this one, but she probably like it. It was Groundhog Day for Jeep with Bill Murray. So he keeps waking up as he did in the movie Groundhog Day, which is a phenomenal movie. But every time he wakes up, the only thing different now from the movie is that obviously there's a Jeep. And so he keeps trying to break the circle by stealing this Jeep and the groundhog, and he like spends a day with the groundhog. It's really funny, and I love it.
It's so cute. He teaches the groundhog how to drive.
He does, and it's great.
It's so cute.
It's
Like
amazing.
his
And
little son.
Bill Murray is hilarious, and he's great and everything. So it's perfect.
Yes.
Next, we have the Mountain Dew commercial that was filmed as if it was The Shining commercial. Is that better?
Yes.
Commercial. I'm from the South. It's my birthday.
None of
Leave
us
me
say
alone.
commercial.
I'm from the West. I can say commercial. Anyway, so this one, it was Mountain Dew, but Bryan Cranston, who, if you know, is from great actor, How I Met Your Mother, Breaking Bad, Walter White. He played the guy from The Shining, and he was like, he tears down the door and everything, and he's like, "Here's Mountain Dew." And I don't know about you, Megan, but my favorite part of that ad is the lady, and the thing that's supposed to be like freaking out. She's like, "Ah!" And she's like, "Oh, wait, I am kind of thirsty though." And I was like, it's great. Mood. Moving on from that, there was the Cool Ranch Lil Nas Doritos commercial where Lil Nas and I can't remember the guy's name, but he was in a lot of Old West movies, but they do a dance off, and Lil Nas wins, and he rides away, and then Billy Ray Cyrus is like, "I ain't dancing."
It was so good.
It's a good commercial.
Super
Pringles,
commercials are so good.
they really are. Pringles had a Rick and Morty ad where Rick and Morty, they were like, "We're in a Pringles ad." He like rips down it's actually a meme template, so next week you'll probably I corrected myself. I'm sorry. You pointed out that I said commercial.
Just start saying format. So you
Format.
Don't have to
There you
deal
go.
with that.
It's a meme format. And so now everyone has the meme format of him like ripping away the wall. So it's great. Then they had the Smart Pack
It's a smart pack.
with Chris.
What's that? What's a smart pack?
Smart Pack. It's the ghost car.
It's a ghost car.
Yeah, so it's about the Hyundai now being able to park. You can just like push a button and it'll automatically park for you. And they're like, "It's the ghost car. You can't Smart Park that there."
I can. I got smart pack.
MC
Yeah,
Hammer
I mean-
came back.
You know how many times I was forced to watch 5 seconds of that as YouTube ads?
With the smart pack.
With Smart Pack? Could you park your car though?
He looks so angry.
He does.
He looks so angry. about this.
All right, and then wrapping up here, we're so close to being done. We had the Cheetos ad where they brought back MC Hammer because every time you eat Cheetos, you got the Cheeto dust. You can't touch that.
Can't touch this.
Can't touch it. Tide
no.
Tide brought back one of my favorite actors, Charlie Day, to do basically it was a Super Bowl. He got a stain on his shirt, and they were like, he's like, "I got a stain," and the wife's like, "Oh, just change it later." And he's like, "But when is later?" So he goes through his whole life not ever
Wondering
changing his
what
shirt because
later is.
when is later. And then the one that Megan put that it was a hit phenomenon. We talked about it last week.
Yeah.
It's got merchandise now. I'm talking about Baby Nut.
Yeah.
Baby Nut, the Planters man, he died. He came back. Kool-Aid Man brought him back to life with his tears, and now you have Baby Nut.
That was so crazy. I was sitting there like, okay. And I love that he goes, just kidding.
It's me.
It's me.
And that's
With his
great.
full grown adult voice.
And that's pretty much it for this show. We got to wrap up real quick. Megan, I also forgot to tell you, when I tweeted Colin Mochrie earlier, he favorited my tweet.
That's so awesome. I'm sorry if that was
Look
too
at that.
loud.
No, you were fine. I'm watching you.
All right.
But anyway, the odd or inspirational quote of the week is, and comes from experience, if you're coming to somebody's house spontaneously and you don't tell them, you have to bring a gift.
So do that.
And I
Happy
did.
birthday, Garrett.
We're not,
and then we're done.
We're not singing Happy Birthday. We're moving
as long as I
on.
had it in there.
Wait, what?
As long as I had it in
No,
there
you can.
somewhere.
I'm gonna cut it out on Friday's video. So
No!
I have the power.
That's rude.
Okay, go ahead. You added the video then.
I said rude.
That's
Not
what I
that
thought.
I couldn't.
All right. I didn't say you couldn't. I'm just saying.
I meant
you
that
want the power?
I can.
I've got the power. Bruce Almighty.
Do it. Then. See, this is funny banter. You can't cut it out. Anyway.
I cut her out. So Tyler, it's just me and you now. Megan's not on the air.
Yeah.
Oh, she isn't. That's funny.
All right, so we're gonna move on into our song, and we will see y'all next week.